Give to others what you would like to receive yourself. This is a mantra many of us live by. It reflects a desire to bring kindness, fairness, and balance into the world. But generosity, as powerful and transformative as it can be, isn't always met with the same energy. Sometimes, giving becomes more than an act of kindness. It becomes an obligation, an expectation, or even a burden. We've all encountered moments when our efforts to help, support, or care for others were met with something less than gratitude. Perhaps the person didn't appreciate it, or worse, they started to expect more without acknowledging the effort behind what was already given. When you offer a helping hand and it feels like someone takes the whole arm, you may find yourself wondering, where do I draw the line? Generosity, as wonderful as it is, needs to have limits. Without them, it's easy to fall into a cycle of giving that leaves you feeling depleted, both emotionally and mentally. This isn't a criticism of generosity itself. It's a reminder that even the most giving people need to protect their energy. The first step in finding balance is understanding the importance of boundaries. Often, people see boundaries as walls, as if setting them means closing yourself off. But boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges. They create healthy dynamics where both people know what's acceptable and what's not. Saying no can feel uncomfortable, especially when you're someone who naturally wants to help. But it's important to remember that saying no isn't rejection. It's respect, both for yourself and the other person. When you say no to something that drains you, you're saying yes to preserving your energy for what truly matters. Imagine this. You're pouring water into everyone else's cup, and you don't even realize your own cup is running dry. At some point, there's nothing left to give. Boundaries help you refill that cup. They ensure that when you give, you do so from a place of abundance, not exhaustion. Another crucial part of this balance is understanding that giving isn't just about quantity. It's not about how much you do for others or how often. True generosity lies in the intention behind your actions. A thoughtful gesture, a kind word, or even a moment of genuine presence can be far more meaningful than grand displays that leave you feeling stretched too thin. This is where mindful giving comes in. It's about asking yourself, why am I giving? What am I hoping to achieve? Is this something I can offer without compromising my own well-being? By reflecting on these questions, you can ensure that your acts of generosity remain aligned with your values and don't come at the expense of your own health and happiness. Equally important is the idea of giving to yourself. This might feel counterintuitive, especially for those of us who are naturally oriented toward helping others. But self-care isn't selfish, it's the foundation of sustainable generosity. Think about it. When you take the time to rest, reflect, and recharge, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're ensuring that you have the energy to continue supporting others in a meaningful way. It's like the oxygen mask analogy on airplanes. You can't help anyone else if you're struggling to breathe. This might mean carving out time for solitude, pursuing a hobby that nourishes you, or simply saying no when something doesn't feel right. By prioritizing yourself, you're not turning your back on others. You're ensuring that what you give is genuine and impactful. So what happens when you encounter those who take more than they give? It's important to recognize that not everyone will value your generosity the way you hope they would. That's not a reflection of your worth or your kindness. It's simply a reality of human nature. Instead of focusing on changing others, focus on where you direct your energy. Seek relationships and spaces where mutual respect and appreciation thrive. Remember that you have the power to choose where, how, and to whom you give. Generosity doesn't have to mean saying yes to everyone. It can mean saying yes to what aligns with your values and no to what drains you. In the end, Generosity is one of the most beautiful qualities we can cultivate, but like any gift, it must be given thoughtfully. By setting boundaries, giving with intention, and taking care of yourself, you ensure that your generosity remains a source of connection and strength, not a source of exhaustion. So, give to others what you would like to receive yourself, but never forget to give to yourself first.